Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponents.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride Davis here. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Here we go. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt it.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his second pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
Off the RPO, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. The give to the fullback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And they swarm him under. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone, this is where you got to be stout, forcing a 4th down. Now you're just saying, hey, you want to go for it? Bring it.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Trying to pound their way in. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit.
Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Mosley. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you try to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and the quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And it'll be down right there. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection.
There's a reason 3rd down is part of the money. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Warriors.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. The give to Davis. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Great move. Now he's got room. Oh, look out. The tag. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hines. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 12 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed, and elusiveness. Just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice that
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to get outside. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Hawaii 35, Mississippi State 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Unloads quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Owens. Makes his man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Dances away to buy time. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got...
Oh, look out, there he goes! At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got loose, it was all over. And they'll try to tack on two. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hines. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep...
Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that one.
Makes the catch. It's Hines. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Offense set on first down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back